I'd like to call this meeting to order. We should start off with the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you everybody for coming today on such a nice day. Okay, so when everyone had a chance to read through the minutes.
Second.
First by legislator Mangano, second by legislator Evans. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Minutes are approved. First one up, resolutions for DC2, resolution authorizing budget modification for the Board of Elections, electronic poll books. First by legislator Holst, second by legislator Lockwood. Anyone have any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, motion carries. First one up, PS1, resolution authorizing budget mod E911 microwave upgrade. First by legislator Mangano, second by legislator Holst. Anyone have any questions? All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Carries. HS1, resolution authorizing budget mod, Department of Social Services, transfer funds to SNAP employment and training. First by legislator Evans, second by legislator Mangano. Does anyone have any questions, or Stacy, you want to say anything on this?
Bringing money in.
No.
That's a good thing.
No questions? All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none. HS2, resolution authorizing budget modifications, Department of Social Services to accept Cold Blue New York State aid. Motion. First by legislator Lockwood, second by legislator Mangano. Any questions? All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none. Carries. HS4, resolution authorizing acceptance for rental supplement program and creation of one temporary social welfare examiner position in the Department of Social Services.
So moved.
Our motion. First by legislator Evans, second by legislator Mangano. Does anyone have any questions? Did you want to say anything, Stacy, or no?
This will help us limit some local share when it comes to working with our homeless. So again, bringing in federal and state money that helps with that bottom line for our own county.
Understand. Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none. Carries. HS5, resolution authorizing budget modification, Department of Social Services to accept New York State Systems Change and Inclusive Opportunities Network Scion Award. Motion to move. That's what it says. SEIN. Scion. We'll move it.
Move it.
First by legislator Evans, second by legislator Mango. Is anyone? Pardon? Yep.
Yeah.
Go back to 18. Oh, I did this one. Yeah. Back to that one. We got this one already. Lost my spot here. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none. I guess. I did. Resolution authorizing budget modification, Department of Social Services to transfer funds to legal fees. For a motion to move to discussion. First by legislator Holst, second by legislator Evans. Anyone have any questions? Do you want to say anything?
If anybody knows a good attorney who really wants to practice family court law, send them to DSS. We're recruiting, and this is to provide a fee-for-service attorney that can pitch hit for us, because we can't cover all of our cases in court with just the 3 attorneys we have.
Understand. Thank you. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none. Carries. We have nothing for ADP. H1. Resolution authorizing Health Department reclassification of RN position to educational specialist.
So moved.
First by legislator Emmons, second by legislator Lockwood. Anyone have any questions? All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, carries. And on to IT.
Mr. Chairman, I would ask that we move IT1 through IT5 in a block.
Second?
Second.
Second by legislator Emmons. Does anyone have any questions? All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, block is moved. That completes us for resolutions, and moving on to personnel, position, and vacancy report.
So for vacancy review, we have, the health department has a senior public health nurse, due to promotional opportunity, as well as a public health nurse, a public health educator, and senior accountant. They're all backfills due to promotional opportunities.
Understand. Have a motion, first by legislator Holst. Second by legislator Lockwood. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Carries.
Okay, and highway has an equipment mechanic 2, which was vacated due to a retirement.
Understand. Have the motion, first by legislator Mango, second by legislator Emmons. Any questions? All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Carries.
Sheriff's Department has a patrol officer sergeant due to a retirement and the backfill for a patrol officer.
Understand. For the motion,
So moved.
first by legislator Emmons, second by legislator Holst. Any questions? All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Carries.
Okay, and lastly, Social Services has a senior caseworker due to resignation and the backfill for a caseworker.
Understand. For the motion, first by legislator Mango, second by legislator Holst. Any questions? All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, carries. And vacancy reports, employee counts, any of that stuff. you wanna talk
I mean, the year-to-date savings right now is, as of February 9th, is $891,840, and it's almost 3 times more than last year.
Understand. Thank you very much. On to admin. Bill?
Yes, the first thing on the agenda is the county's vehicle policy update. This is something that personnel went through probably a little for a while last year, and then came up to our office to go through. There's not a lot of changes, mostly grammatical and updates based on changes that we've made internally, such as having a purchasing department again, things of that nature. We did updated the names of committees, things of that nature. Just very quickly, the things that are underlined in the text are the changes, so you can see them. Under renting, we added in that you could get, if we have to rent a vehicle, you get it through best quote, not just by state contract. State contract nowadays is falling behind, so we need to be able to allow the flexibility to get it off of the quote. In section 3 on page 3, removed the district attorney vehicles because those were the drug task force vehicles, so it just applies to the sheriff's department. We clarified the titles in section 4, so it's minor changes. We also, in section 5 on page 4, added items J and K to strengthen the language around employees' responsibilities when they are operating a county vehicle, about leaving cars unlocked or keys in them, things of that nature, to expressly prohibit that. Updated the smoking portion of that section as well. Also on page 5, remove the language saying that logs have to be kept for a year. That's incorrect. Those should be kept according to records retention schedules that are part of state law. So we removed that, and also strengthened the language around cell phone use of vehicles. That, for the most part, were the changes. The other major change or update is on the last page, page 7, where now that we have a purchasing department again, we restored the authority and responsibilities for disposal of vehicles to the purchasing department as it was before. Other than that, there was grammatical, punctuation changes, things of that nature. One of the goals for my department this year is to go through all the operating policies like these and update them. Some of them haven't been updated since 2006, so we want to go through these and update them for modern operations. Make sure that they recognize that we're on a Munis system now. Fix the committee assignments wherever they're mentioned, and any new better practices that have come along since 2006. So you'll see these starting to come through, not just this committee, but the jurisdictional committees. These operational policies will go to the jurisdictional committee first, and then they're finalized with the general government committee per our policy and how policies are generated. Because these are internal operating policies, these don't have to go to the full legislature unless you want to. The ones that go to the full legislature are those required by law, such as the purchasing policy, the finance and investment policy, things of that nature. But these internal ones, the legislature back in 2006 decided that they get 2 committee readings and would be finalized by general government because it's an all-encompassing. So I look for a motion to approve and send to the general government committee unless you have questions or additions, changes.
Motion to first by legislator Holmes, second by legislator Mango. Does anybody have any questions on this? All good? All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none?
And probably the next one we'll see is an update to the travel policy, which would also come through this committee.
Understood.
That's what I have.
All right, thank you, Phil. Okay, now, on to, who's next? It'll be Kevin.
Yeah, I usually just include this in the packet. Unfortunately, we had retirement, so we're realigning the staff, and I'll start this back up, having it in the packet for the sales tax, hopefully next month. But I want to point out something that usually I just say, hey, you see something, let me know. I just want to point out, if you turn to page 3, just 3 of 3, it shows a negative 1.5 million based on your calendar accounting method. That's the first time it's ever happened so early in the game. I wouldn't hit any concern button yet. Obviously, it's probably stimulus. That happened as a comparison from 20 to 21. But it is something that is an outlier to the previous years. So we just got to watch that as it goes. I think, again, I think it's just due to the stimulus money that came in at that time. But we'll keep watching that. I do want to point out that with the accrual, everything, the report to the state is being completed, and on time, everything should be going fine. Some departments just notified us of some delays, which was super, so we could work on others before theirs. And I think we're going to be on time again, like we always are. The other thing that I want to point out is that I did receive an email from NISAC in regards to motor fuel sales. There's some discussion of what's going to happen if it goes above 4. Who knows, it may even go above 5. We'll see where it goes. They sent out a comparison, 20 to 21, and the price, and I'll try to keep this as simple as possible. The 2020 price was $230, in comparison to the 2021 price of $304 average. So last year we brought in just over $1,090,000 more than the previous year, 2020. with roughly 80-cent hike. So if that goes to 4, and they're predicting, NICEAG's got to rerun some of this because of the tension that started with the Ukraine. They were saying that you could see a 40% increase in your sales tax for motor fuel. Well, we're probably, I think it's conservative to say maybe 1.5 million more this year than motor fuel. And we'll see where it goes. I mean, it's just a bouncing ball at this time. There's no agreement. It's just kind of a hedge bet. So what we're losing with stimulus, I really hate to say it, we might make up in more the gas tax.
I hope you're wrong.
I hope I am. I hope I am. But I want to make you, just in case somebody asks, how much, roughly for a dollar increase, like I said, 20 to 21, it gave us about $1 million extra. I hope it doesn't get there. I hope it goes the other way. And we'll find other revenue streams. But that's just I just want to give you a little snapshot, just something to think about. And, sales tax, of course, is still strong. So, other than that, I don't think I have anything. Oh, one more thing about sales tax, something that was interesting that I found a couple days ago. After reviewing previous years, our sales tax seems to have been doubling from the previous year. So we were saying, like this year, maybe $10 million more in sales tax than we received last year. The year before that, we were around $4 million. The year before that, we were around $2 million. I got to look a little bit better into that because guess what? I do not believe our sales tax is going to $20 million next year. So we got to, we'll be watching that because usually it's a couple million. It keeps going up a little. Last year, it shot up to $10 million. So from the previous year. Again, could be stimulus, could be a lot of things from the federal funding or state funding. So it's just something that was very interesting. So if you're going to look at sales tax at the budget season, at the end of the year, I don't think you really would want to focus on that like we did last year. I think it's going to be a little bit less, if not a little bit, substantially less. But we'll find out. It's all a guessing game. It's numbers. I could show you the other side probably too, where they can predict it is going to be 20 million, but it's probably not going to be the 10 million that we gained last year. Any questions about that? I apologize, I usually don't talk that long, but I just wanted to fill you out about the motor oil. There's usually some legislator that says, we're going to make a killing in motor oil, or fuel tax, or whatever it is, and, that's just, I hope we don't.
Understand. Thank you. On the purchasing.
Well, Central Services is right now working on the printer purchase order. So we should have it, if we don't have it today, we should have it by tomorrow. I guess Greg wanted it entered line by line, so it's taking longer than we thought. And then the printers will be delivered, not all at once. It'll be in stages. Phil and I are still working on the purchasing policy. Once we started, we thought it needed a bigger overhaul, so it's going to take us a little bit longer. And if anybody wants to purchase vehicles, just be aware there's real long lead times. The Sheriff's Department we just did 4 mini bids, and we're talking over 30 weeks out.
Wow.
So you might want to plan ahead. So if you think you want something in 2023, you might want to start now.
Yeah, understood.
That's it.
Understood. Okay. Thank you.
Steve, you want a little more to talk?
Okay.
On that line?
I believe that is it. Okay. Anybody have any questions on any? Looking for the appropriate motion?
So moved.
To adjourn. Legislator Emmons, second by Legislator Holt. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, it carries.